Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about a design that ends up looking like water drips, kind of metallic and high reflective surface. It's pretty simple, but there's a few elements to the pattern to make this work. So first we're going to draw a wiggly line across the page. We're thinking water drips, so we want a variety of wiggles. And then we're going to mirror that line. And now I'm going to go through and do a thicker point at the top of the curve and the bottom of the curve, which ends up making this line look kind of three-dimensional. We're going to do that on the entire line. And now I'm going to copy the line, but including the balls in the shape. And just like last time, I'm going to fill in my low dips. And now that I've got that complete, I'm going to add some circles or some bubbles. In each of these bubbles, I'm going to add a highlight that's a little bit different than the others. I like to do basically what turns out to look like a comma or a parenthesis, where it's got a dot on the top and a comma on the bottom. But each of these I want to be slightly different, and I'm trying to make it look like it's curved around the surface like it's a ball. Then I go ahead and fill those in for high contrast. And now I'm going to copy the line, but including the balls in the shape. And just like last time, I'm going to fill in my low dips. Soften out my corners a little bit on one side. This is creating just an unpredictable, reflective look. Now I'm going to trace that line again, just a thin line. I'm pulling down some dips to be a little bit more extreme and unexpected. Now, I've got a whole row done, and you can keep adding balls of bubbles and another fill in the dips and then trace the outline again. You could just fill up the whole half of the page doing that. I'm actually going to repeat the drip process all over again. I'm going to draw a wiggly line on the page, then I'm going to copy that line, then I'm going to do a thicker highlight on the top and the bottom of the line to make it look kind of 3D. Then I'm going to trace that line again, make an echo of that line with some space, and do just the bottom dip. Then I'm going to add the bubbles again. And I'm going to outline those bubbles again. So simple trace, fill in my dips again. Fill in my upper spaces. Since they're getting so close to the edge, I'm just going to fill them in solid. Now I'm going to jazz up this middle space between the two of them, adding some more bubbles with highlights. And I'm going to make these, since they're independent drips, I'm going to tie them into the panel above it with an outline, kind of a teardrop shape, so it looks like it kind of fell from the drips above. And then I'm going to fill in the negative space to create a big impact space of darkness. what we're drawing for the most part is 50% white, 50% black, and it creates a lot of visual tension. So anything that throws that balance off, where it's more white or more black, helps your eye feel more comfortable and less at war between the two colors. Now I'm going to this empty space below, and we're going to add more bubbles, more highlights. I'm going to make some bubbles that are significantly bigger and make some that are significantly smaller as well. And then I'm going to fill them in. And then I'm going to do an echoing outline with a little bit of a pull up so it attaches to the drip row above it. Now remember, there's no hard rules on how to make this work. You are dancing with the page and responding to what you see. Like my droplet that is smaller, I really like how it's not centered in the circled outline. Adding some teeny tiny ones to kind of break up the pattern a little bit. Then after this, I'm going to add some pencil highlights, so some shading, just to make it pop off the page a little bit more, because we have this very intense white area, and adding some shading just makes it all make a little bit more sense. And that's it, guys. Isn't that lovely? It's very busy, but I find it to be quite enjoyable to look at. Thanks again for watching, guys. I really appreciate you spent this time with me. I hope you enjoyed the process and give it a try. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great day.